section on force and motion. We're going to start with recording our vocabulary terms for this unit. This needs to go in your lab journal.
Sorry.
On the next available page. Motion is a change of an object. This is caused by a force, which is a push or a pull. Your next vocabulary term is force. This is a push or a pull on an object. It is measured in newtons with a spring scale. Force also acts in pairs. Your types of force are gravity, electric, magnetic, friction, and centripetal. Okay, so your next term is inertia. This is when an object is at rest. It stays at rest until something forces the change. Only an unbalanced force can make that object move. If all of the forces are equal, meaning the object is not moving, then the force is balanced. We're going to get into unbalanced and balanced forces. This should be a review from your 7th grade year. Okay, now we're going to talk about balanced forces. These are all the forces acting on an object are equal. So the different things that can happen is that the object may not be moving, or it might be at a constant speed, meaning nothing is pushing or pulling more than another force. Also, a balanced force can change the physical properties of an object without changing its motion. We'll get into more detail about that in a little bit. We're going to move on to unbalanced forces. This is when the force acting on an object are not equal. The forces can be in the same direction or opposite. They can also cause a change in the motion. These are some effects on the objects. It can slow it down, speed it up, start, stop, change the direction, or actually change the shape. Okay, so a net force is the total of all forces acting on an object. If your forces are in the same direction, they will be added together. If they're in the opposite direction, they're going to be subtracted from each other. We're going to move on to mass and weight. Mass is the amount of stuff, which we're going to call matter, is in an object. Weight is the mass in kilograms of an object multiplied the acceleration of gravity. We're going to get into more on the formulas of this later. I just want you to have the definition at this point. Last but not least, we're going to focus on force. This is the equation you will need to know. Force in newtons equals mass, kilograms, multiplied by the acceleration. You need to make sure that you have this written down in your journal. We will need to use these in practice in class. Make sure you come with your journal to class.